Hi, I'm Travis Bond, Senior Data Center Analyst for Erie Insurance. Our infrastructure is a primary data center, and then we have a co-location, and we are expanding that out to a new office building where we'll have an additional 4,000 square feet of data center space. So with that, we're going to start implementing more growth and use case after we have proved within the data center how a DCIM package can improve the enterprise equipment, inventory, monitoring, asset implementation, and the capacity planning. So that's been the main usage for our DCIM.
Great.
Our primary data center is a legacy data center, so capacity planning is very important in what we're doing. So how can we continue to provide the services that we need to for our data center while meeting the growth changes and the density changes, so the power and the cooling, and how do we continue to battle that? So PUE comes into play and actual physical space comes into play. So we use the growth planning and capacity planning within Nlyte itself to predict and see where we're going to be, how we're going to impact our footprints, how can we implement some of the new ideas that are coming on board to see where we're going to put it, how we're going to mitigate some of our potential issues moving forward. So on our end, we got people buy-in is our ROI. So not only does the data center team use Nlyte, we actually have it where we have the other teams reference it for any racking, stacking, cabling requests that they do. They can actually go in, see where their equipment is, and verify the network connections, because we do have all the connections built out, all of that. They can actually go in. So we actually have team ownership within the back room, because before it was just throw the stuff in the rack and we'll figure it out when we need to find it. Now that we have this implemented, the buy-in from the teams within operations and the INO now is actually spread to asset management, is impressed with how we've built it out, how we've gone into the detail, how we've gotten the other teams to buy in. So it's been the people buy-in for us is the immediate buy-in, or the ROI that I see on that. We use an RFID system that actually integrates with Nlyte, so this way there's real-time monitoring. We're notified when any asset is moved, rooms, cabinets, even within the cabinet itself. And we're, because we hit the maturity within our implementation of Nlyte before our CMDB was mature enough to handle it, they are now coming to us to integrate to get the initial foundation stone for the CMDB to move forward with. We're actually a very mobile data center with what we have. We have no equipment within the data center that's older than 4 years old. On my end, for year one, I would say asset, because that's going to be your foundation for your DCIM build out. Once you get your asset, you can start building everything else out moving forward. The initial install is probably going to be, I would say, 2 people, and then once you actually have it up and running, 1 person can do it, because there's a lot of data that you're going to have to do some manipulating to get from what you had previously to get it into there to meet what your expectations are and your standards are.